Hi Libra, welcome to your weekly tarot reading with me, Raphael Ray from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for joining me. So Mercury goes direct this week. Check out the Mercury Mindful video that I've posted alongside these weekly readings, and also just keep an eye out for the other videos that are coming up very soon. So into both of these decks I would like to call in all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I hope that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So let's see what the destiny of this week is for you. What's the overall overarching theme and the biggest message that the tarot has to deliver to you for your highest vibrational good. Temperance. Okay, so Temperance is a beautiful card because it talks about spiritual alchemy. It talks about changing the circumstances that you have for the best that you can have. And it talks about doing so by the process of spiritual distillation. This is taking everything that you've learned and everything that you have and refining it and constantly refining it until you're left with a pure essence, until you're left with effectively a pure heart. The word temperance itself actually means patience. It means to, when you temper something like tempered glass or tempered steel, you actually make it stronger. And you do the same thing with a spirit or a formula when you're going through the process of distillation, like a vodka is a spirit or a brandy or a whiskey or whatever. The process of distillation refines that final product. This week you, Libra, are the final product. You are the thing that is being refined. And the Temperance card, although it represents the sign of Sagittarius, actually talks about the ability to see the beauty in all things. And you see here she's the keeper of the well, and she actually looks like she's underwater but guarding something that is external. And that talks about the inside-outside balance, the external and the internal. In the Rider-Waite deck, actually, she's pouring water between two cups. She's got a sun disk over her forehead, or here in the third eye region, and she's got a fire triangle over her heart space. So this is talking about the ability to tap into the source fire. This is talking about the ability to see all things, or to rather see the beauty in all things. And the best way that we achieve spiritual alchemy is by seeing the beauty in what it is that we're dealing with, and more importantly by seeing the gems of knowledge, of information, of blessings in all of the things that we encounter. So it's taking the good and the bad and blending the two to make one final pure product. And this is very much what's going to be taking place for you guys. Libra, you guys are the great balance. You're the great diplomat. You are the sign most prone to trying to find the balance between this and that, them and us, you and me. What better way to do that than the process of alchemy, by blending all things, all streams, all revenues into one to gain or create something of lasting value. So this week, be patient with yourself. Your destiny is to be patient, but it's also your destiny, or the destiny of this week for you, certainly with the Mercury retrograde there, is to find out what it is now that needs to be let go, and more importantly what it is that needs to be transmuted or transcended. The way that you best achieve that or the direction this is likely to take. Oh wow, so you've got two majors here. So you've got Temperance, which is the Sagittarius, and then you've got the Empress, which is Venus, but is also the sign of Virgo. Virgo, and interesting as well, because the Temperance card very often reminds me of Virgo. And the reason I say that is because Virgo represents the digestive system, which is effectively it's a process of distillation, because it takes out the nutrients and the good stuff and it leaves the waste materials. However, the Empress doesn't just represent the sign of Virgo, she also represents beauty. She represents all things fertile, all things new, and all things growth. And because she is a pregnant woman, a pregnant mother, she is the fertile idea, she's the fertile environment. She's the beauty in all things as well. I talked about this, seeing the beauty in all things, and then the Empress pops up. This is very much a week for you to enjoy nature, to go out in nature. This is very much a time for you to look at things or seek things out that tap you into the beauty of life, you know, and even just for the sake of it, talk to people from a foreign culture, because they will reveal things to you that you know, haven't necessarily come into contact with before. Excuse me. Also, this is enabling you to because, you know, she represents the fertile mind, or the ground of the fertile mind, the soil on which to grow our ideas. And the way that you're going to do that, the way that you will achieve this spiritual alchemy, or this process of refining yourself into the best that you can be, is by seeing the innate beauty that you possess. This isn't about looking, you know, or being diplomatic for and with other people anymore. It's about bringing that back to yourself. It's about being more caring and more loving and more kind and more nurturing, just like a mother, back to yourself. You know, very, very powerful cards and energies of refinement, you know, of getting the best and the purest out of what it is that you have. Very interesting energy. You guys really should keep me in the know on how this plays out for you, because I'm really intrigued. So, I wish you an abundance of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance itself. And I hope that the messages that came through absolutely help you on your way. For the continued subbies, thank you so much for your support. For those of you that are just passing through, I hope you got something that resonated. And for those of you that are new subbies, it's amazing to have you. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. I would be eternally grateful. If you would like to book a reading or to donate to the channel, you can do so on the links below. Thank you so much, take care, and I will see you soon.